Greetings, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of my McCartney mega haul from a collection that was in one of my record stores. Somebody sold just about his entire collection of McCartney and Beatles stuff, and I made video number 1. If you didn't see that one, check it out. There's some really amazing stuff in there, most of it McCartney. And this one is going to be part 2. And everything that I have to show you here just about in this bag, I think, are compact discs mostly. But I do have one vinyl item I'm going to sort of show you. I say sort of because it's sealed, and I'm not going to open it until a sealed to revealed video. It's another copy of McCartney 3 that I've wanted for a long time. This one is said to be on violet. And that's my, I like violet. So it's a color I wanted. Still at this point, I do not have every single incarnation of McCartney 3, although it may seem like it to people who were around in 2020 when I was opening up a lot of McCartney stuff and showing you the colored vinyl variants. But anyway, this is sealed. I'm going to open it up. I also have a McCartney 3 Coke bottle color that I kind of am looking forward to. So let's go through this stuff here. And I'm going to grab a little at a time. These are in no particular order. Whatever comes up first, comes up first. Okay. First we have, and again, I haven't looked everything up here, so I don't really know. I'm sorry if I don't always know the country of each of these, or exactly which are US and which ones are England, all of them. This one is McCartney CD. I think this is a US on Capitol. This is No Other Baby, a song that was on the album Run Devil Run. This is the cover that you get here. It says No Other Baby edit. Is there anything else on here? Seems to be the only track, and this is, I think, US Capitol. All right. Now what's interesting is, and I think this is the UK, this is a different cover for No Other Baby. You could really go crazy here because although I bought a lot of stuff, there was a lot of stuff that I left there and did not get. That's really cool, that label. You can't get everything, so I didn't get everything. This has No Other Baby, and then it has Brown Eyed Handsome Man, Chuck Berry, and Fabulous. So those are the two starters. This was kind of weird, interesting. This was so cheap I bought it. It said Heather Mills. This is, or should we say Heathen Mills, Paul McCartney voice. And I didn't know exactly what this was. And it turns out that it's a radio edit, Paul McCartney's mellow extension, Someone You Love. I think you actually have Heather singing on this because it says Heather Mills vocals, and then you have Paul McCartney backing vocals and guitar. I have to tell you, I know a lot of stuff about Beatles and solo Beatles, but I didn't know everything here. And I certainly didn't know about this. All right. Okay, next we have a CD from the Flaming Pie album, Young Boy by Paul. There's the disc. And we also have on here Looking for You and Ubu Jubu Part 1. Ubu Jubu being the radio program. So it says, I'm trying to see now, it says CD1 and CD2. I think you've got 2 CDs on this. There is another CD under here, and there's the other one. Okay, so it's a 2 CD set. The other one has Young Boy, a Broomstick, and Ubu Jubu Part 2. All right, next up, I have a Hope of Deliverance, but this one is the Steve Anderson mixes of Hope of Deliverance. I've never seen this before. And there's the disc. You have, I think I have a vinyl of this that I picked up. This will be a CD of it. I'm sorry for the glare as I'm trying to get in on that. So you got Deliverance, Hope of Deliverance, and Deliverance. All right. Okay, now this these, I don't think I've seen some of these before. This is pretty interesting. This is Biker Like an Icon, UK. You can tell it's UK when you get the thin, narrow jewel case usually. Biker Like an Icon studio version, Midnight Special, Things We Said Today, and Biker Like an Icon live version. Okay, I have this kind of sealed a certain way, so I'm going to be careful with this. This is from the Egypt Station era, a song that I like, a bonus song, Nothing for Free, the remix. And if it's a remix, I'm going to be really anxious to hear that because I like that. I think they should have put it on the album. As modern Paul as you can get. This is about as modern like today's sound as you can get this song. Nothing for Free. Listen to it. Go on YouTube and check it out. Look it up, Nothing for Free, if you've never heard it. All right? Because that's about as 2022 sounding, or 2018, if you will, as you can get. Okay, next up we have another item from Flaming Pie. This one being Beautiful Night. This is US, I'm assuming. I think it's another 2-disc special. We got that one there, and then it flips over to this one here. And on this one we've got Beautiful Night, Love Come Tumbling Down, Ubu Jubu Part 5. And then we've got another disc, Beautiful Nights, Same Love, and Ubu Jubu Part 6. Now this was something that I'm going to show you this. I love the album Off the Ground. This is from Off the Ground, and what I believe this is a sampler or a promo. It says The New World Sampler. The New World Sampler from Off the Ground, and I wonder if it's just Off the Ground stuff. Now there's other stuff here too. Very interesting. New World Sampler. This is an official release. It's a two-disc set, although I can't get to the second disc right now. Hope of Deliverance, Maybe I'm Amazed from the original McCartney, Get on the Right Thing from Red Rose Speedway, Venus and Mars Rock Show. There's a whole bunch of different things on here. Not everything here is from, you can't really see it all, but as much as you can make out if you pause it, not everything is from Off the Ground. But you know what this guy did not have there, or maybe it got sold before I got there. He did not have the complete works of Off the Ground. I still don't have that compilation that has all the Off the Ground stuff plus the bonus tracks. I don't have that. All right, that's the first batch out of this bag. We're going to go to the second batch. I'm just going to grab a few more. Give me a chance here. All right. Okay, this is Wingspan Hits and History. You know, usually you have a purple cover. This one is red. And I can't really... This is a sampler also, right? This is a sampler of the Wingspan album. Okay, next we have... looks like it's British. We have Paul McCartney, the new single, Chaos and Creation. Remember the album, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard? This is Fine Line. And it also has on it Comfort of Love is on here as well. So, quite a collection this is, quite a collection. Okay, next up, this is still sealed. It has not been opened. There's a price tag on this, but I paid nothing like this price tag. I'll leave it on. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. It's not sealed. It's in a case that can be opened. Anyway, it's the radio promos for Run Devil Run. Run Devil Run radio promos. It says 18. Whoever had this first, it was not 18. I think I paid like, $8 for this or something stupid like that. It says it's got No Other Baby on it and Brown Eyed Handsome Man on it. But it does say single radio promo. The single radio promo. Take it back. It's a single. Okay, this here is McCartney, Long and Winding Road from UK, it looks like. And it's got the Long and Winding Road. This is actually says made in Holland, so this is it's from Holland. Sorry. Long and Winding Road, Sea Moon, Mull of Kintyre, and Put It There. So there you go. Here's McCartney. Looks like it's capital in the US again. You can see it's Run Devil Run, Try Not to Cry. Try not to cry. And that's the only thing on this. That's all, nothing else. That's all she wrote. I really despise this song, not because it's about Heather Mills, but I just really think it's one of the worst ballads Paul's ever written. I think it's very, very weak. But I did put it on here anyway. It's Your Loving Flame. I just don't like that song. And it's got the album version, and then it's got a remix version on it. Okay. I don't know where this came from, but there's a George Harrison that was in here. So, When We Was Fab. Yeah. Taking a moment to get off Paul into George, but this was very interesting. Very interesting. There's the disc. It looks like there's a 3-inch disc in there. I don't really know what the deal is. Figure it out. Label side. Anyway, we have When We Was Fab, Zigzag. We have That's the Way It Goes remix, which is interesting. I wonder what that sounds like. And we have When We Was Fab again, original version. So we have one unextended version, and then we have Reverse End. When We Was Fab, Reverse End. So it's pretty cool here. It's a different version. Okay, this is interesting. I'll show it to you this way. We have McCartney, which has got to be My Brave Face, I'm guessing, but what else is on this? Let me find out. We've got My Brave Face, Flying to My Home, I'm Gonna Be a Wheel Someday, and Ain't That a Shame. Okay. And I have this as well, which is cool. It's a little 3-inch disc, just to give you some idea. Okay, the size difference. These things, it's hard not to lose them, I guess, right? But even though you don't want to lose them, but there's the 3-inch disc, and these things are really cool. There's a whole bunch of Beatles 3-inch discs like this. This has My Brave Face and Flying to My Home on it. And to make sure I don't lose them, they were in this clear sleeve. This way you have them both together, and hopefully there's not much room for error for losing these things. We're going to leave it in with that. I think that's a good idea. All right, now we have Jenny Wren. There's the Jenny Wren CD from Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. We have Jenny Wren, and we have I Want You to Fly. And for some reason at this particular time, I Want You to Fly is not ringing a bell for me. You know, once in a while you got these McCartney tracks that you're not sure what they are, or some of the bonus tracks you remember, but Paul's got so many that it's really difficult. Hold on, folks, I'm almost done. Okay, next up, this, I didn't know this existed. This is that not very appealing song from the era of Egypt Station called Get Enough. And there it is. You know, it has its own CD. And somebody suggested that maybe these weren't official releases, but I think they are. There's Capital on there. So, didn't know that existed. All right, this is an interesting item here. This is an unofficial disc, I'm pretty sure. This is called Paul McCartney. Sorry for the glare. Pizza and Fairy Tales. And let me just see if the disc is probably the same. If you pull it out of there, It's a 2 CD, and it's got a booklet in it. And what I like about this is, now a lot of people don't agree with what I'm going to say, but to me, from after Broad Street, say 1985 to 1989, McCartney was kind of lost. He was kind of trying to find himself again. And this thing even says it on it. It says, compiled from the finest sources available, Pizza and Fairy Tales is a detailed examination of Paul McCartney's mid-80s, I can't read that word, mid-80s something. Geez, it's not enough light in here. Era. The mid-80s era of, quote, finding himself in the new musical world order. Working with several esteemed producers, Macca veered from style to style, looking for a direction. And that's what's on here. And some of the songs on here, everybody who likes this era of Paul is going to love that. I can't even show you all of them. You know, maybe you can, if you want. I'm sorry about the damn glare. If you want to pause it, maybe you could see it. But there's all kinds of stuff on here. I Love This House, Lindiana, We Got Married. It's, you know, stuff that you know already. You know, and then stuff like Tough on a Tightrope and Yvonne. Yvonne is a very good track from the Press to Play. And then disc 2 has Beautiful Night, The Loveliest Thing, Squid, Return to Pepperland, Atlantic Ocean, Big Day, Christian Pop, Peacocks. So much stuff, like Once Upon a Long Ago. There's so much stuff. It's from that era. And I agree wholeheartedly with the sentiments on here. Paul McCartney was lost. He was out of touch, out of favor for a little while after Broad Street failed. It took him to 89 and Flowers in the Dirt and his touring again to figure it out. So this looks like a real definitive collection. I'm glad I got this. Last but not least, I hope, is an item I'd never heard about. And this is probably maybe the most interesting item here. I don't know. I never know how to pronounce this, but from the Russian album. This is a case, and it's Choba B CCCP, back in the USSR. This is kind of worn. It's not in great shape, but when you open it up, there's a little clip there, you open it. It's got basically the Russian album in there, and the CD. And, you know, there's no great shakes for this. It's just a CD. And a certificate of authenticity that this is a limited edition. And, you know, Paul's been doing this kind of stuff from day one. Trying to, you know, put interesting items out there and ask you to do a cash give, not a cash grab. Paul's not grabbing your cash. He'd like to see if you're willing by choice to do a cash give. Anyway, I'm really great. I passed on this. The first visit or two to this store, I passed on this. It was a little pricier than I'd like it to be, but by the third visit, I said, you know what? I want it. That's it, folks. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments. And I am so glad I came across this amazing, amazing mega haul from someone's collection. Cheers. Peace.